How would you know when you're in a transition? So the first thing I want you to remember when it comes to transition is that sometimes you plan for it and sometimes you don't. Maybe external factors outside of you that will determine the fact that a change is happening to you, okay? Then how do you know that you are in a transition? Some things you want to look out for. Is anything changing significantly for you? Or is anything going to drive how you start to do things, look at things, and manage things in your space? Now, a number of things you could look out for to tell that a transition is actually going on for you. And two things I'll be sharing with you today is this: your location. That is the most popular one for a lot of people. If your location is changing, you're in a transition. That means that you're becoming a little bit closer to certain things that you used to do. It could be work, it could be family, all right? Or you're moving farther away and you're having to change how you negotiate that time and the dynamics around your everyday and your routine. So location changing is also letting you know that you are in a transition. Now, another thing that could let you know that you're in a transition will be resources. If the resources that you have are changing, an increase or a decrease, then there is a transition happening there. So if you hit a jackpot, for example, a lottery, and you start to make more money, or you all of a sudden get a lot of money at once, you're in a transition because you start to look at the things you need to get, the things you want to use money for differently from how you used to do it before. That's if there's an increase. Likewise, if there's a decrease in your resources, you're in a transition because now you're managing the things that you used to have a little bit more abundantly before than that period. So I go over that again for you. A transition could be planned, and sometimes it could be things that are unplanned for us, okay? And then finally, a transition could occur because there's a change in location, determining proximity for you to or from somewhere. And if there's an increase or decrease in resources, there is also a transition happening to you. And you want to stay tuned for more tips on what it takes to go through a transition and thrive. I am FolaFayo, the Perception Shaper.